Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to my Robinhood portfolio. As always, hope you guys had an awesome day trading today. You can see my portfolio up top in the red. Did not do so hot today, down $222.73, representing 0.9% of my overall portfolio. Overall, kind of a broad pullback in stocks. All three major indices were in the red today. S&P 500 was down 0.53%. NASDAQ was down 0.56%, and the Dow 30 down almost 55 points, 0.28%. As I scroll through my portfolio, you can see, for the most part, kind of a broad pullback in all market sectors. Up top, my ETFs, one in the green, otherwise in the red. My pharma stocks, healthcare services stocks, starting with AbbVie, down to J&J, Johnson & Johnson. Kind of a strong pullback. I'll talk about that a little bit later. I think there's some buying opportunities in healthcare. Industrials were down as well, starting with BA on the top, down to International Paper IP. Dow Materials was down as well. Consumer discretionary, starting with Ford and GM, my auto companies, down to YM and YUMC, Yum Brands. That split off into Yum Brands. It's original company as well as Yum Brands China in the red. Kind of a mixed picture, actually. Consumer staples, starting with ADM, Archer Daniels Midland, down to PepsiCo, PEP. Didn't do too well today. Most of those stocks were in the green, so looks like that sector performed very well today. My financials in the middle there, BOFI down to WFC Wells Fargo. Mixed picture, and looks like technology actually didn't do too badly. The NASDAQ was down 0.5% or so, but you can see here, at least with my portfolio, only Apple AAPL is down in the red. Otherwise, in the green. Energy stocks, kind of a mixed picture. Exxon was down a bit. C&P, Southern were up. And then some of my closed-end funds on the bottom there were in the red as well, so they didn't perform too well today. If I scroll back up top here to my pharmaceutical companies and healthcare companies, I think there's some buying opportunities within these particular stocks. Let's just kind of go through some of these. I'm going to be putting more capital into each of these stocks. You guys know I like my healthcare. I've been putting a lot of equity in. I think there's some good buying opportunities here. So AbbVie was down 1.74 today over the last month. It's up 4.21. Over the last 3 months, it's down 6.38. So maybe a buying opportunity here. Pfizer down today, over the last 3 months, down 8%. Portola, this is my speculative play. I don't think you guys really want to jump into this particular one. This is the stock I got into early. It's been down quite a bit. Holding out for another FDA decision on one of its breakthrough drugs, but let's not talk about that. I don't think it's a good buy for new investors. Abbott Laboratories here down 1% today. Over the last 3 months, 3%. Cardinal Health was actually up a bit here, 0.65%. Over the last 3 months, it's down 10%. And my last healthcare stock, I have Johnson & Johnson down 0.88% today over the last 3 months, 4.43%. So I think there's buying opportunities in those stocks. Most of those stocks are Dividend Aristocrat stocks, to be honest. So they're very solid companies, all large cap companies, all blue chip companies, very high dividends for all of those companies. And like I said, they're Dividend Aristocrat companies. So very good. If you don't know what a Dividend Aristocrat is, take a look at my video about a month ago. I kind of went through what a Dividend Aristocrat is and why they're good companies to invest in. There's actually a ticker that I want to take a look at here, XLV. This is a kind of a cool little thing here, Healthcare Select Sector SPDRF Fund. This is essentially is an ETF that tracks healthcare companies on the bottom. You can see my logo kind of it's overlapping that, but essentially it's tracking. You can see there are healthcare stocks from within the S&P 500 index weighted by market cap. And you can see here, similar trend. It's down 0.75% over the last 3 months, down 5%. Over the last year, down 3%. But over 5 years, they performed very well. And you can see on the tail end here, it's kind of been stagnant here. I think there's a very good buying opportunity here. Like I said, these stocks are very good plays. They are Dividend Aristocrats, large cap, blue chip, high dividend companies. There's a couple others that I may put a little bit of money into, at least buy a share or two of. Medtronic here, MDT, another Dividend Aristocrat stock I don't currently own. good dividend. You can see there 2.3. And again, with the other farm stocks, it's been down a bit for like 3 months or so, but it has performed very well over the last 5 years or so. And one other stock I think I might jump into, another Dividend Aristocrat stock, BDX. There it is, Becton Dickinson, another good stock. Doesn't have as high dividend payment, 1.55%. But again, this is a large cap, blue chip, high dividend, or at least intermediate dividend company that's been down over the last few months or so. But in the long term, it's performed very well. This has actually outperformed the S&P by quite a few percent there, 152% almost. So that's what I'm going to be doing with my portfolio here. It's down a bit here today, but that's not to be unexpected. It's been performing very, very well over the last week. I mean, I've been making, $100 or so daily on average. So a little bit of a pullback isn't too big of a deal. But I do believe these farm stocks here, ABBV, Pfizer, ABT, Abbott Laboratories, CAH, Cardinal Health, and J&J, Johnson & Johnson, are very, very good buying opportunities. And I'm going to be adding to all those stocks. I'm going to be adding to MDT, Medtronic, BDX as well, Becton Dickinson, all very good healthcare stocks, pharma as well as healthcare services. So I'm going to be adding to my healthcare stocks. What are you guys doing with your portfolios? Do you think this is a good play? Is this not a good play? What do you think is going to be happening with healthcare under the Trump administration? I know the Affordable Care Act, otherwise known as Obamacare, is going to be changed. By how much is unclear, but that may have an impact. But overall, I think it's a good time to put some money into healthcare. I think these stocks will go up in the long term. These are basically long-term buys for me. So I think they're very good stocks. But let me know what you guys think about these plays. If you guys are going to do something similar, if not, why? Or if there's better stocks in that particular market sector that you're going to be taking a look at that I did not list. So I'll kind of end the video with that. As always, if you like my videos, feel free to like, share, and subscribe if you're so inclined. I'm trying to build a channel. I love talking about investing and learning, and that's what it's about. So if you guys have a question, any advice, if you guys just want to kind of give me a few stocks to buy, I'll take a look at those. That's what this is all about. This is why I make these videos. So feel free to leave a few comments. And yeah, just join the discussion. So with that, I'll kind of end the video here, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.